All right, Pisces, here we go. Let's take a look at your March full moon reading for 2023, which is happening just a few days out from the beginning of the month. If you haven't checked out your monthly reading, definitely go check that out for your sun or rising sign. We're taking a look at the theme that you are dealing with for this particular full moon cycle. Interestingly enough, we have the 10th house. We'll get into this with more detail. Let's take a look at what spiritual advice is coming through for how to navigate this particular cycle, which is approximately 2 weeks generally between full to new or new to full moon cycles. So, okay, I'm loving this. 10th house and the 10 of cups. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, Pisces, some of you are really working with structure out there. Apologies for the overexposure that's happening here. I am still working with the fact that, I love that I have so much natural light, but it's overly exposed because there's a ton of snow out of both of my windows and it's just really bright. So forgive me for that. So what we're dealing with, the area of life now, first let's just mention that the full moons are building and moving up to this point of pregnancy, of ripeness, of possibility with life. It's like building, and then it's like it just pops. And then within about 24 hours after the full moon, it actually starts to wane. The energy starts to more and more wane until the new moon, right? Till we have that new beginning. And this is a time of wrapping up loose ends, of completing certain tasks that you can, whatever you can. Obviously there are projects that go on for months and months and months, but it's like, okay, what can you close the loops? What needs to be completed? And also what needs to be let go of in your life? 10th house definitely has to do with very much it's a very public house, and it has to do with your career, your purpose, your path, your place of mastery, what you're working towards. Whether that's something you do for money yet or not, it doesn't really matter, but these are the themes that are coming up with this, right? And this is what you're dealing with. Again, remembering the energy that I was describing for the full to new moon, right? How we are moving forward with that. So we move from that into the spiritual advice that we have, which is the 10 of cups. Don't you love this bunny deck? Who doesn't love this bunny deck? I'm so in love with this bunny deck. So, we move into more stability, but from a place of emotional stability. This is the legacy. That's what's what you're working towards here, right? What you want to create, what you're creating. And this is that experience. You want to create something that's this is the dream. This is when you've made it, when you're just everything feels amazing. I have everything I could have ever wanted. Back when this was created with the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is what this deck is actually based upon, right? It's I have my partner, I have the 2 kids, I have the land, we have a house, everything is beautiful, the sky is beautiful, the weather is perfect, there's a rainbow, right? Everything just feels amazing and perfect. It's I made it, right? And this is what you're working towards with the 10th house, right? And so with the 10 of cups, it's just you're being asked by your guides to remember this vision that you have, to help move you through. Stay with this, stay with this beautiful energy. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a rainbow on the other side. And I do believe that you have that. Look, here's something that we're going to talk about really briefly. So the 10th house is ruled by Saturn, right? And about an hour after we have the full moon this month, we have Saturn making a really big transition. It's moving from Aquarius into Pisces in the tropical in tropical astrology. So it's moving signs. When Saturn moves signs. When Saturn ingresses into a new sign, it usually, for a lot of people, depending on what house system you use, ingresses into a new house, which is what area of life. But either way, when it moves through a constellation in tropical astrology, tropical Western astrology, it takes 2.5 to 3 years for it to move through a particular constellation. So it's moving into Pisces. So we have the 10th house, which is ruled by Saturn, moving into Pisces, right? In the 12th house is like what Pisces is. And then we have the 10 of Cups here. And it's just like what you're wanting to create, what you feel deeply that you want to create, the kind of legacy that you want to create. And what is happening with Saturn is like this all can be brought together and applied to your life in terms of like what area of your life Saturn is falling inside of. If you're not sure what that is, I'm actually considering probably tomorrow after the full moon, because I'm not doing it early morning for where I'm at, but I am considering maybe doing like a video of like seeing like how you can check out where Saturn is falling in what house it is, in what area of life. So anyways, all of that to say, and it's a long-winded way to say, like, we have what you're creating, what you're mastering, what you're moving towards, what your path is, and how you're going to move forward in creating that for your life is deeply intertwined and connected. It's very much felt. And I think for any Pisces, you're going to deeply feel the fact that Saturn is moving into your constellation. Saturn is moving into Pisces, and it will be here for 2.5 to 3 years. So you're dealing with the lessons around commitment, integrity, devotion, structure, and in the shadowy sense, like limitation and delayed rewards, and because of mastery and maturation. So it might take some time to get to this place, but this is the energy that's up for you. And I would say like really wrap up this kind of energy between now and the new moon, you know, definitely as much as you can really work with this energy, because I think it would just help you have the kind of clarity that you would like to have to make it through the transits that could feel more challenging, depending on what your chart looks like, of course. So, I know this sounds a little bit, vague and out there, but I mean, this is the challenge when we're doing collective readings for tarot or astrology, right? Is like, it's a collective reading for your sun or rising sign for tarot. It's not going to hit for everyone every month. So if you really want to know what it is for you, get a personal reading with me. Like, look at 30, 60, and 90-minute readings down below. Otherwise, I would say, like, if you want a bigger picture, like to get the sense of what is here for you, like how this story is unfolding in March for you, then go check out the Pisces sun rising for March. I'll put that up here on the screen so that you have that. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. So thank you and have an amazing transit. Bye.